dictator Kim Jong-un. But he also says if the talks are not, quote, fruitful, he may walk out or cancel the meeting entirely. The president spoke in depth about North Korea after a two-day summit with Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. Major Garrett is traveling with the president. He's in West Palm Beach. Major, good morning.
Good morning. President Trump and Prime Minister Abe, according to two senior officials, had very tough knockdown talks over trade. So in public, they confined most of their remarks to a topic where there's more agreement, North Korea. The president introduced cautionary words about that much anticipated summit, while the prime minister praised what he called the president's, quote, remarkable and decisive leadership.
I will be meeting with Kim Jong-un in the coming weeks to discuss the denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula.
Appearing with Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, President Trump said the anticipated summit with North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un might not happen or resolve differences.
If I think that it's a meeting that is not going to be fruitful, we're not going to go. If the meeting when I'm there is not fruitful, I will respectfully leave the meeting.
Summit planning continues, and possible locations include the Peace Village inside the Korean demilitarized zone, a U.S. naval ship off the Korean coast, or neutral locations ranging from Mongolia to Sweden.
There's a good chance of doing it. We're having very good dialogue.
The president said negotiations also include seeking the release of an American businessman and two teachers imprisoned in North Korea.
I'm working hard to get every senator that vote that I can.
CIA Director Mike Pompeo's nomination for Secretary of State is facing an uncertain future.
He just left North Korea, had a great meeting with Kim Jong-un.
The White House is using Pompeo's clandestine North Korea trip meant to lay groundwork for a summit to underscore the need for Senate confirmation.
Good.
Senator Bill Nelson, a Democrat who a Korean gambit, could change his mind.
That puts him in a better light, in my mind, yes.
Rand Paul, currently a no on Pompeo's confirmation vote, will come around, saying, quote, he'll never let me down. After the president called Paul yesterday, the senator agreed to meet with Pompeo.
Behind closed doors, Shinzo Abe, the Japanese prime minister, will say, we believe that you made a mistake by withdrawing from the trade deal. Japan and the U.S. do not have a free trade deal, despite such a close military alliance with Japan. They just don't. We just free trade deal here, and we know the Japanese are going to say the way to go here is really for you to have stayed within that broader Pacific alliance. Point out, too, that we've seen currency markets, financial markets, watching this body language and these specific diplomatic phrases to do in terms of defense of Japan, a military ally of the United States, and whether he's going to try to stabilize Asia that has broadly had its nerves rattled recently by not only the U.S.-China policy indications it might be changing, which we now know the White House, in a long phone call last night, Donald Trump, as President Donald Trump has said, we will continue to stand by our one China standing in terms of recognizing Beijing over Taiwan. I also thought it was really interesting.
We had a decision which we think we'll be very successful with. It shouldn't have taken this much time because safety is a primary reason. One of the reasons I'm standing here today is the security rapidly having to do with additional security for our country. You'll be seeing that sometime next week. In addition, we will continue to go. I have no doubt that we'll win that particular case.
Rapidly, Margaret, any indication of what that might be?
We don't know quite yet. Could that be another executive order? Could that be the redraft of it? We do know that White House lawyers, as soon as that judgment came down from the federal court last night, were pouring over